Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do abstract art with watercolor. So let's get into it. The things you're going to need are paper, painter's tape, a spray bottle with water, a cup of water, preferably dishwater, a paint rag, watercolors of choice, and paintbrushes. Now these are aqua brushes, but you can use regular paintbrushes as well. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to tape down your paper. I'm using Bristol board paper, but you can use mixed media paper. You can even use copy paper. Whatever you have at home will work. So you're going to take your tape, just eyeball it, and then you're going to take scissors and you're going to cut, like so. And then you are going to tape down the surface. But before you tape it, I like to do this thing called remove the excessive tackiness. So I'm going to take my arm and put the tape on my arm and just like massage it like that. And then just rip it off. What this does is it removes the extra tackiness that the tape might have. And when you're taking the tape off, it just makes it easier and it doesn't rip off the paint, which I think is super, super important. Now you want to make sure that the tape is nicely adhered to your surface, like that. And you're going to do the same thing on the bottom. Again, take your tape, eyeball it. Mine kind of ripped, but I eyeballed it. And same thing with your arm. Just going to take the tape, apply it all over your arm, massage it to remove any of the extra tackiness, rip it off, and stick it on the bottom. Like that. And you're also going to do the same thing on the left and right sides. So, what you're going to do is, again, take your tape. You want to eyeball it. You can get precise and measure it, but I'm going to eyeball it. Again, cut. And with your arm, put the tape back in, massage it, rip it, and then from there, you are going to tape it on the left or right side. Same thing on this side. Let's see if I can move the camera a little bit. I think that's good. Okay. Again, tape. You're going to eyeball it, cut it, arm, tape on arm, massage it, rip it, and you apply it on the other side. So just like that, you pretty much have your your paper all taped up and on your surface. Now we're going to go in for the fun part and apply like the tape all over the paper, because that's what makes abstract art abstract. So with your tape, you're going to take just a bit, like that. Where your thumb stops it, that's where you cut it. You're going to cut, like that. And you can get it, and if you want, you can cut it in half. Oop. Just want to be careful, because tape will do that. It will curl up like a little curl. Okay. So you're going to take your tape. You're going to cut it, kind of eyeball where you cut it in half, like that. And then you're just going to take one strip, and I'm going to start with the corners first just because it's easier. So I'm going to start with this corner, then I'm going to go into this corner, see if I can, there we go. Okay. Now as you can see, the tape isn't quite even, but that's okay. Actually, let me, yeah, okay. So I put the camera down so that you guys can see like what's up with the corners. So as you can see, the tape isn't quite even, but that's okay because we're going to cover it up with more tape later. So again, take your tape and peel it like so. Cut it. And I'm going to move you guys up again. Then we are going to apply this tape on this side. Like that. See? And you're just going to keep doing this and create as many triangles as you want. And you want to be generous with your tape. You don't want to just like eyeball it and then have it look just completely awkward, you know? So you're just going to keep doing this until your paper is pretty much covered in tape. So, yeah. Now, the reason why you want to you want to tape your paper to your surface is because when you're using anything water-based, like watercolors in our case, the paper is going to get a little warpy. It's going to move around, and it's going to look kind of like a tortilla. So you don't want that. That's why we tape it up, to prevent that. Okay. So, take a tape again. And this is actually going to be our last strip. So, I'm going to place it like that. See? Wasn't that hard, right? Now I'm going to move you guys down again, because it's time for my favorite part. It's time to paint. So, you are going to take your paintbrush. These are aqua brushes, and you can get these. Hold up, let me put you guys up again. Okay, sorry for all the moving around, but I'm trying to get all the good angles so that you guys can see what I'm doing. But anyway, these are aqua brushes. Now you can get these at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, pretty much any art store that you have in your area. And water brushes come in different shapes and sizes. They come in different shapes and sizes, and they also come with a water pump. What this means is that you don't have to dip your brush into the water constantly. So that's pretty cool. Now, you're probably wondering what was up with the spray bottle that I showed you guys earlier. And this spray bottle is actually filled with water, and it actually came with this set of aqua brushes that I bought online. So, what I'm going to do with it, and now here's the reason why we have a cup of water here. What you're going to do with it is you're going to take your aqua brush, take the spray bottle, and just spray the bristles of the brush. You want to spray it all over. Like that. Cap it. Okay, now we're going to go in with color. So I'm going to take this small watercolor set, and I'm going to dip it in the red. What's really cool about watercolors, you guys, is that the more water you add to it, the more intense the color is. Just added another drop of water because I needed a more vibrant red. So, with your aqua brush, you are going to choose a triangle and just paint it. The tape kind of acts as like a border, and it's really pretty. Gonna add a little more just because I want that nice vibrant red. I've used watercolor on Bristol board before, and it gives this like really nice washed effect to it. Add a little bit more. And again, you can add as little or as much color as you want. Art is all about you. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to tell you if you're right or wrong. It's all on you. Okay, so as you can see, my brush is filled with color. We are going to remove that. So you're going to dip your water brush in water. This is just how I clean it. I know some people clean it with a rag. They clean it on their skin, but I clean it with water. And then you're going to take your paint rag and just like very lightly remove the excess water that you have. Now, you're going to let that color dry. And you're going to move all over your drawing with the same color. And you can, with the same color. So, I'm going to take you guys down. And we are going to paint. Let me move these aside. And we are going to go with this triangle here. And we're going to go with the same red. So, I'm going to take this same palette. Add a lot of water because I want that nice, beautiful, vibrant red. And just like paint it like so. Now you can get watercolors at any store or local craft store in your area. You can get them at Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart. Watercolors are pretty easy to find. They're not pretty hard to find. They're pretty easy to find. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, she's using water brushes. I need to get those. No, you don't. If you have regular paintbrushes, that's fine too. You don't need expensive art materials to be able to create beautiful works of art. Like that. See? All right. Again, dip your brush in the water. And now we're gonna go in with more colors. Okay. So I'm gonna take an even thicker aqua brush and spray bottle. You are going to then again spray your brush. Like that. And I'm going to go now for this watercolor set. And I'm going to take this blue color right here. A little bit more water so it's more saturated. And then with the blue, I'm going to color this rectangle here. Now there is some artists who immediately wet their paper before applying the watercolor. You can do that as well if you find that, a little bit easy. But I'm old school and I like to do this because it's just fun, Playing with watercolor is so fun for me. Watercolor is actually one of my favorite art mediums to work with because you can go light on the color, you can go dark on the color. It's really fun. Watercolor is fun like that. So this is the blue that I'm actually going to go for. I really like the saturation on it. Okay. I think that's good. Gonna dip in the blue again and go on this little triangle here. It's totally fine if you paint the tape. Don't worry, you're peeling it off anyway. Okay, so once I have the blue in there, now I'm going to go for an even thicker brush. But in this case, I'm going to use a paintbrush to help me with this. So I'm going to use this type of paintbrush. You're going to dip it in the water. And I'm going to go with yellow. So I'm going to take this yellow here. really just go in, get all that yellow in there. Yeah. And then I'm going to paint this rectangle here. And like I said, you can go as little saturation or a lot of saturation. Really, the choice is up to you. What makes abstract art so fun, the clips got deleted, but as I was saying, what makes abstract art so nice is that you can go as very little colors as you want, or as much colors as you want. Like I said, the choice is totally up to you. So now that you have your third color in, you're going to do the same thing on all your squares. And I will come back once it's done. Be right back. Alright guys, I am all done. And now it's time for the most satisfying part, which is removing the tape. So we're going to go on this side first. Go nice and slow. You don't want to rip it all. Just like a band-aid, you want to go nice and slow. And it's okay if some of the tape brings the other tape along. Totally fine. And what you're going to do with the scraps, you're just going to roll it up in a ball. Just put it here. Don't forget to throw it in the trash later on. Now we're going to go with this side. And we're going to go with this side. Again, scrunch it up. Put it together into your little tape ball. And you can already see the shapes as you're removing the tape. Okay, so now we're going to go on this side. Okay. This little tape, go with that as well. Again, you want to go nice and slow. You don't want to rip it really quick because you could end up ruining your artwork. So now we're going to go on this side. Nice and slow. And now we're going to go with the edges. So I'm going to start on this side first. See, this is why we put the tape in our arm prior to just sticking it on, because it just makes it a lot more easier to remove. Wow. And as you remove the tape, you can almost see it's kind of like a frame almost. Now we're going to go on this side. So beautiful. All right, now the bottom. And boom. And that's it. You're pretty much done. Now you're going to go here on the bottom and you're going to sign it. You always, always, always want to sign your artwork. You always want to sign it. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign it. And there you go. So this is my finished product. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like it. You guys make sure you subscribe. Be nice in the comment section and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss on more fun videos like this. And if you want more drawing videos like this, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. And also comment down below what other drawing videos you would like to see me make next, and I will do my best to make it happen. You can also follow my art on Instagram. I will have it in the description box down below. And that's it. That's it, y'all. Bye.